Hello out there. It's always a delight to bring all forms of art to your TV, and it feels so relaxing to be creative. Welcome to the Arts Express, where you find your expression. I am Tolokbe Lamidi. Yo. First on Gallery, the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, in collaboration with the Office of the First Lady of Lagos State, presents The Art of Love in Lagos at the Nike Art Gallery, Lagos. Let's take a look.
Lagos State is doing a lot. You know, we have museums springing up, we have galleries all over the place. I feel like in Nigeria, Lagos State is the one stop when it comes to art, when it comes to viewing art, Nigerian art, culture, heritage. You know, the amount of time and the amount of policies that has been made to amount of money and amount of time that has been put into preserving our cultural heritage is very commendable.
To celebrate love, to celebrate culture, to celebrate tourism. It's everywhere, so you can tell. And the present SA to Lagos State is doing so much well because same everywhere, taking Lagos State to the next level, and it's impressive. So much more. Our cultural values should be protected and brought to light more and more and more and more.
Lagos has remained the center of excellence with no compass. Just people who are as passionate as emotions. Yield great power hard and the Olympus. There are not many people who carry leadership as enormous as the largesse of the Lagos Lagoon. It's 1 year down the line and we can still dance Kerewa by Zulezu with feet that move. Watch the trees bend their backs like Atilogu dances. We've seen growth in infrastructure flow like a river. With initiatives like the blue and purple rail lines, lag ride, name it. We know how to preserve culture, our JK Randle, our Nike Art Gallery. It is to say that we have the resources in our hands, advanced technology in our palms, that inside our head content full. We are the code that can decode Nigeria's malaria and typhoid. We are the solution to nations. We play forward and we do it well like Rashford. We're a global Arsenal. And I'm not talking Gabriel Martinelli.
I think Lagos is fundamental in Nigeria's growth, in its resources, in its modernity, in its westernization, and building people who are resilient, building opportunities. I mean, Lagos is known as that state for opportunities, and I believe Lagos has done justice to that. Also, even in agriculture, in architecture, look at the houses in Lagos. It's worthy that other countries can emulate from Lagos State, so yes.
The Art of Love for Lagos event, organized by the Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture in collaboration with the Office of the First Lady of Lagos State and Nike Art Gallery, brought art lovers, cultural enthusiasts and international partners to celebrate the city's vibrant creative scene. The event was a fusion of artistic expression featuring performances from renowned artists such as Afiamaka Arts, spoken word poet I.B. Quake, and visual artist Mr. Durojola. The Lagos State Council for Arts and Culture Dance Troupe also delivered a captivating performance, while guests were treated to an exhilarating samba dance showcase and a spellbinding arc by Mysterial Magician. The highlight of the event was the visual competition for tertiary students, which provided young artists with a platform to showcase their creativity and talent.
Abu Mohammed. I do Adire Leko. This pattern is just two patterns and call it Orimipe. We know we have Badondun, we have Olokun, we have Oremeta, Oremeni, but this one, these two patterns, these two designs that we have here is what they are called Orimipe. I can say little about Adire because any day I wake up in the morning and I discover that I can do this, and I later come to Adire. I later work with Mominike as well because I was in Kogi State last 3 months. We have an exhibition and also I participate in over there. I do Adireleko pattern. That is what my major design. Then I really appreciate anytime I stand on the Adire working with feather, chicken feather, I'm always happy. Remember our old grandfathers, grandmothers, the way they are doing it over there.
My name is Oba George Ikechukwu and I'm a penwork artist and I'm trying to draw the First Lady of Lagos State.
My name is Ayomide Omojo Asamo. I'm a student of University of Nigeria, Usuka. So I'm here to do a sketch of the SLSC, Soul's wife. So my medium is, so I'm trying to express my art through charcoal and acrylic on paper. So using the medium, mixed medium. That's the medium, mixed medium. So that's.
I'm a visual artist based in Lagos and I've come for this competition to depict the love of Lagos, the love that our First Lady has for the state, that she's not just sitting down somewhere, but she's thinking about us. When I'm done with this with this portrait, you see the things that she's thinking about, the innovations and everything. So everything will be depicted at the end.
Today's event is going to remain green in my life. It's one of the great days. This year, one of the best too. So far, because they still need to do more because we need the visa on arrival. So they have been very, very good under one umbrella truth. Because Lagos State received more visitors, more than any state in Nigeria. They still need to do more because we need the visa on arrival. So they have been 2 years ago very, very good. The Lagos State, to tell you the truth, because Lagos State received more visitors, more than any state in Nigeria. So they have been working hard and they started about 2 years ago. The Lagos State has been bringing tourism, creativities, bring people together, cultural events. So it's bringing tourism to Nigeria.
Yeah, the performance we did basically is just about blending the culture with the Western music for people to know that there's a lot of things to do also with culture and other music genre too, that there's a lot of things to do together. That's just what we just did. We did a fusion of culture and Western music, like amapiano with culture percussion.
Welcome back. Now, the Center for Contemporary Art Lagos presents Archives and Memories, a group exhibition featuring works by prominent Nigerian artists. Now, this exhibition is in memorial of its founder, B.C. Silva. May God rest his soul. Amen. Let's take a look.
My name is Shade Doherty. I'm a trustee of where we are today, the Center for Contemporary Art Lagos, which is a whole art center on several floors set up for the promotion of visual art and culture. The founder was B.C. Silva, an art curator, and today we have an exhibition called Archives and Memories, in her honor because it's 6 years since she died today. And we're celebrating visual art and culture. I love art. Art is an experiential feeling because what appeals to me doesn't appeal to the next person. So art, it helps the head. It's part of our culture and it's part of living. It's the essence of living. It's also very decorative as well.
The Archives and Memories exhibition is the inaugural exhibition for the reopening of the center. The exhibition is curated by Favor Ritaro, who is a curator and friend of CCA. And the exhibition really is it's looking at B.C. Silva's curatorial practice. And it's a conversation between artist and curator. So we've invited 6 artists who've worked closely with B.C. So that's Ngozi Omeje, Ndidi Dike, Temitayo Ogumbi, Taye Idaho, Odun Oribolade, and Wura Natasha Ogumbi. And each of them have a contemporary artistic practice, either working with contemporary sculpture, installation, video. So you'll see some things around hair and plaiting, and even some painting as well that's being displayed here.
The project that I'm showing here is called the Studio of Small Things. I named it after a project that B.C. Silva started, I think in 2017, which she calls a Gallery of Small Things. It was a personal project of hers where she brought together works of many artists from around the world, but the idea was to have the works in like really small sizes and very random artworks. And so I'm kind of playing with that same idea of my own studio of small things, kind of curating my practice as well, looking at it all the way back from 2008 till to now, at least up to 2024. So I have very random pieces from my studio, from collage materials that I use for my collages, painting experiments, printmaking experiments, sculpture as well. My background in sculpture, so you also see a bit of that here that I'm showing. So it's really just showing me as an artist self-curating my practice and kind of putting forward how I've developed my ideas over the years, and just kind of seeing how it has played out, in different ways, especially on the idea of hair, which is something that's very unique to my practice and something that I play with a lot.
In memory of the founder and artistic director, the Center for Contemporary Art, Lagos, the late renowned curator, B.C. Silva, a group exhibition tagged Archives and Memory was done, featuring works by 6 prominent Nigerian female artists whose practices intersect B.C. Silva's curatorial archive, drawing from her curatorial projects between 2008 and 2018. Archives and Memories reactivates works that explore themes of migration, identity, colonialism, patriarchy, and cultural preservation, offering fresh perspectives on their relevance today. Through archival materials, personal histories and artworks, Archives and Memories interrogates the interplay of personal and collective memory, examining how memory is revisited, reconstructed, and transformed over time.
The work behind me is called Residues of Past Encounters. It's like a trajectory from our 2008 exhibition that I and BC had together called Waka into Bondage, the Last 3/4 Mile. So what I'm basically doing is questioning and asking, how is our life? How has migration evolved? How has labor evolved? How has displacement evolved? And it's also kind of like, it's to do with loss and memory because we've lost BC, but she still continues to influence many of us in works that we continue to do up to 2025. The other work behind me is also called Economic Fabric. The big work on the right, made out of wood, is also a piece of work, an assemblage of art and mixed media materials from the show I did with BC Silva. So we're here to honor her memory today and for the younger generation to continue her legacy. One more very important point is that she was very insistent about documentation. She always encouraged artists to document their work, record it for posterity. Like, for example, if she hadn't had her library and her archive, who knows what would have happened. But for every aspect of life, I think it's important that you document and have pieces of your life and your career, which history can refer to when you are no more.
In this exhibition, I have 3 spaces that I'm working with other artists in connection with. One is the one right behind us. It's called Spirits at the Ball. The original piece was done in 2015 in Sweden, and it was done with the Lilith Performance Studio in Malmo. And it was done at the height of the time when Nigeria was turning 100. Quote, Nigeria turning 100, we know that's not true. But there was a lot being discussed at the time. There was a lot of argument about and discussion and debates about should we be a nation, all the things that came together to make those the events of that time happen. And the discussion went back to the Berlin Conference for me and how Africa was shared.
You're still watching the Arts Express on TVC. Now, also on the show, the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture presents an exclusive tour of John Randle Center for Yoruba Culture and History, Onikon, Lagos. Let's go there.
Lagos tourism is truly rising, and we have to make sure that the arts, the culture, the entertainment industry is really, we need to keep pushing for it. We don't have to wait for December to make sure that, we tell the world about our news. So it's about making sure that every month, every weekend, every week in Lagos counts, taking advantage of our numbers, taking advantage of our values, the passion, the profits, people turning their passion into profit, taking advantage of the energy that we have in our people in Lagos, the spirit of Lagos in us. And that's what what we're doing here today. You're looking at what we have. Our museum is fantastic. It's something that is huge. It's something that we can't get tired, of telling the world what we have here. And I'm happy that quite a number of people are so much happy at what they've seen here today. Again, today we've been able to bring in some major stakeholders here who will also go out there and spread the good news, let them know that Lagos truly mean business when it comes to art, when it comes to tourism, when it comes to entertainment and all that, and that's what we're doing. I'm just happy that I have a governor who so much believes in it, and he's always giving me the nod to just keep pushing and making sure that we give Lagosians what it truly deserves.
I have been to several museums around the world in the past 25 years. And honestly, this museum is a documentation of the past, the present, and what also blew my mind is the fact that they projected into the future. Now, for me, Lagos State is like the torchlight for cultural preservation and tourism development in Nigeria. If every ethnic group or tribe or state can put together something similar to J.K. Randle Museum, I think it will be easier for those of us that are into destination promotion. For those of us that are tour operators, we will actually have places to go to give our clients an immersive experience in one spot.
What I've seen here at the J.K. Randle Center is impressive. Okay, starting from the quality of the curation, the Yoruba history, the heritage. When you talk about the Obas, and also the misconception about the devil issue. It's not really the devil. Okay, the issue in Yoruba culture brings balance and allows people to be responsible for their actions. So it's impressive.
Truly, art takes skills. It is a daily expression of creative skills and imagination. Now, it's about producing works that are appreciated for both their inner beauty and emotional power. Now, this is where we will be drawing the curtain on today's episode of the Art Express. Special thanks to you for joining us. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.